out there in the vinyl community, out in YouTube land. How's everybody doing tonight? Kimbo here, coming at you with a contest entry for Rod the Happy Hippy's channel. I met Rod just a few months ago. He introduced me to Root Boy Slim and the history on Root Boy and how George Bush kicked him out of his fraternity. And Rod has got a great channel. He's really into the classic rock, mostly from what I can tell. All kinds of stuff though. He shows all kinds of stuff on his channel. Big Grateful Dead fan, I believe. Mildly. So originally from the Washington, D.C., Maryland area. I think he listened to Tennessee Jed one too many times and ended up somewhere down by Knoxville, Tennessee. So here you go, Rod. Love your channel. And let's get started. I think there's 4 pieces to this, and I'll dive into it. So shout out a local record store. So first off, I want to shout out, of course, Dylan at Noble Records. Dylan makes great videos, and I'm sure has a great shop. I haven't been there myself. Hope to someday, but shout out to Dylan. Several shops I want to shout out in this area that are obviously struggling right now and deserve a good shout out. So starting here in the north end, there's Bargain CDs and Records here in Everett, along with Silver Platters in Linwood. There's 3 Silver Platters in the Seattle area here, Linwood, Bellevue, and Seattle. Also a shout out to go down to Seattle into the U District area to Neptune Music. Then moving over to Wallingford area, Golden Oldies and Fat Cat Records. And then let's see, if you go over to Fremont, good shop there, Jive Time Records. Always have a good new arrivals section there. Not a huge inventory of other stuff, but real good new arrivals there. If you drive up the street, there's Daybreak Records. And then if you go over to Ballard, shout out to my friend Dave Voorhees at Bob Street Records, who is closing his shop after 40 years, opened in 1979, closing his shop. Across the street from that is this place right here in the U District, Sonic Boom Records, which is a shop I frequent quite a bit. They are really good with new record inventory, probably the biggest new record inventory. It's real nice. If something came out 6 months to a year ago and sold out in most shops, a lot of times you'll find it at this place because they have a pretty big inventory. Let's see. So moving on to the Broadway area, Spin Cycle Records. And if you go down the street from there is Everyday Music, which I frequent quite often. There's an Everyday Music also up in Bellingham. They have a great selection, huge shop there. And then around the corner from Everyday Music is these guys right here. Zion. Oops, that one's upside down. Zion's Gate record shop, which they have almost, I think, all their inventory online, and a lot of good new stuff at this shop there. So if you go downtown, there's a place down on 2nd Avenue called Singles Going Steady, which is really big, probably the best punk selection of punk rock stuff in the Seattle area. And then there's Holy Cow Records down at Pike Place Market. And then there's Georgetown, if you go a little farther south, Georgetown Records. And then probably my favorite, and probably most people's favorite in the Seattle area, is Easy Street Records over in West Seattle. Just a great selection of new and new arrivals, used stuff. Restaurant downstairs. They have live shows there every once in a while. Great shop. And then let's see. If you travel a little farther south to Tacoma, High Voltage Records, great shop. And then a shout out to these guys here down in the Olympia area. This is a great shop. Rainy Day Records in Olympia. Great shop. Okay, two more. And then if you head over to Aberdeen, if you're ever down visiting Kurt Cobain's stomping grounds, Boomtown Records down there is a great shop. And that's about it. So, oh wait, one other shout out, sorry. New shop over in Kirkland that I discovered just a couple months before the shutdown. Vortex Records over in Kirkland, Washington. Hope everything's going all right with that shop. Fairly new shop, just getting off the ground, and then this happened. But great shop over there. Okay, those are shout outs. Okay, recent vinyl finds. I got to undo my stack here because I buried everything. So if you watch my channel, I did a video a little over a month ago on Kevin's Garage, a guy up here in the north end that sells out of his garage. He hasn't exactly shut down during this whole COVID thing, so I still go there usually on weekends. So I just recently picked up a couple things there. I'll show you. So one of them is a Dick Dale album. Pick this up there. And let's see. Whoa. And then let's see. The Boss Drags with the T-Bones. Look at this guy here. Eating some smoke there. Great album. And then finally one that Rod might like here. I got picked up the Vintage Dead. I didn't realize I didn't have that one there, so pick that up, which is live at the Fillmore. Let's see here. Yeah, live at the Fillmore, 1966. There's the back of it. Okay, and then show a book or biography. Now, I was first going to show this right here. I think a lot of people in the VC have seen this. A lot of the site guys show this. This is a great book on, it just has history and information on all kinds of psych records. Some of these you can't find very much info, so it's good good to find some of the information that's in this book. But this has, as the title says, 101 psych records are in here. 67-ish to 69, kind of stops after that. But then I looked at Rod's video and he said it should be a biography or an autobiography. So so I pulled this out. This is a Brian Jones, Death of a Stone. What is it? Death of a Rolling Stone. A book on Brian Jones that I probably read over 25, 30 years ago. This is the sticker from when I actually bought it in 1983, when I was a huge Stones, still a big Stones fan, but really big Stones fan back then. But as I remember, a good book. It's got some, in paging through it now, it's got some pictures of Brian that are a little bit unusual, that you don't usually see from the Stones. Let's see if I can show you one. There's Brian with his long hair and his nice suit there. And let's see here. It's one of the band here. But anyways, all about Brian Jones starting up the group and kind of his downfall. Okay, and then the next question, number 4, a video about music, DVD or VHS. Well, I don't do too much with DVDs, but I do have a drawer with about 10, and so I was digging through there trying to see what I had musically, and I found this, my favorite movie ever, so I had to show that. And I had to show this. This is my favorite TV series ever, The Wild Wild West, which I think was one or two seasons back in 1969, somewhere around there. But if you haven't checked out the Wild Wild West TV show, great show. Okay, let's do something musical. So let's see. This is again from back when I was a huge fan. This is Gimme Shelter, the Stones concert they did at Altamont Speedway in 1969, which kind of turned out to be a little bit of a disaster. That is that movie. And then probably one of my top 3 musical movies, Talking Heads, Stop Making Sense. If you haven't seen this, this is fantastic. Great movie. Okay. So the last piece is nominate somebody in the VC and why. So I want to nominate this guy.
No need to rant and ramble. Life is very unique right now. So, push that shit aside. Let's hang out for a spell. What's up, BC? Cheers to you. I got my notepad here. I took some notes. So be it. Let's see how well my memory works. Let's just get after it. I got dumb shit to talk about, so let's get dumb.
Yes, I want to nominate Eric Weinbender. Eric is probably one of the first few subscribers to my channel, and he was also one of the ones that at first left a lot of comments pretty regularly. So I really appreciate him helping me come on board with the VC and encouragement to make videos. Appreciated Eric, so I'm nominating Eric. So that is it. Congratulations, Rod, on the 420. Yeah, getting my contest mixed up. Oh, let's see, the 420 subs. I didn't even mention that in the beginning, but this is about Rod's 420 subs, 420 address, 420. Congratulations. Thank you for watching, and good luck everybody in the contest. We'll see you later.